I just want to say that I am not sponsored. I just thought this would be a fun idea and I wanted to share this game with everyone. This is a game called Pocket Love. It's a really cute, adorable little game that I happened to find a couple months ago, and I figured I'd try and give myself a challenge by trying to take the stuff that they give us in Pocket Love and trying to make a Sims 4 house out of it. Now, I must clarify that I am going to be continuing to do this over the next couple days, maybe even weeks, as there's more room and as we get more stuff. Because obviously, with what we have here, I can't make a functional house with that at all. Like, there's no toilet, no shower, there's no fridge, there's no stove. So, I obviously will be continuing to do it. Of course, with this being the first episode, I had to actually make the house so that it is a 7x7. I did get myself a small porch, and these are all the objects that I found within the game that would match the stuff that we got in Pocket Love. So, and now we get to try and put everything in. And after looking at this, I have decided that it's going to be one of those things where I will remove stuff if, like, we don't need it, or like I'll be putting it into the family inventory, and then when we have more room or an actual space for it to go, then that's where it'll end up going. Because let's just say this first one did not turn out the way it let's just say it did not turn out the best. I will say, yeah, it's basically studio apartment minus half the things you need to live. Like, you have a TV, great, but like also you don't have a fridge, you don't have a toilet or shower. It's basically like a dorm. It's like a big dorm room. There is a chance, I will say, that someday I might actually make Sims for this household to actually live in it to see how it actually goes. But obviously, this isn't a functional house at all right now, which kind of sucks because I was hoping that like the first one would be semi-functional. It's just missing the bathroom. That's really the only issue. And I'm hoping that we'll end up getting a second room in the next go through, because a 7x7, it's like a big amount of space, but also it's not really that big. And I've also decided that I can add internal like walls, so that way I can like separate a room into having like a bathroom in it as well, because you're not gonna make a 7x7 a whole bathroom. You're just not. And like, you see all the stuff that's still out there. And honestly, I almost could have just left it at that. Looking back, I could have just easily left it at that and just put those desks into the family inventory, but oh well. You live, you learn. And neither of those chairs will actually slot into the table. So I decided one's going over by the one bookshelf, and then the other one is going over by the TV, because yeah, that's where they fit. That is where they fit. It kind of sucks, but I had a lot of fun with this. It was a lot of fun, and I actually really enjoyed making this house. I ended up doing some work on the outside. The thing is, they don't have like an outdoors in Pocket Love. Like, there's obviously outdoors to it, but there's no like actual, like, you can't decorate your outdoors. So I think every couple episodes I might add some more stuff to the outdoors as we start getting a shape to the house a little bit more. And then we'll be able to actually like get it figured out and make it look nice, you know? I want to make it look nice because it kind of just it's you know, it's a little scary. And I actually did really well on matching the floor with that. I was actually pretty proud of myself on that one. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool if I made Sims sometime and have them like live in it when like we get close to the end of the series. I also wanted to do some like a Sim series or something sometime, but like I don't really know how that would work, you know? And as we start to reach toward the end of it, I do have to say I think it could be a cute house. And obviously, like I live in a small cottage, but there's like two, three, there's 4 different rooms, but it's bigger in space wise. It is bigger than this house. Because this is, I don't know. I don't know. This is just something else. I did, of course, put a roof on, and um, there's a little moment of panic as I suddenly realized I forgot to do any of the wall hanging stuff. So there was 2 windows, there was like 2 or 3 shelves with stuff on them, and then there was like also like a painting too, I think. Like there's a sudden moment of panic in my mind where I'm just like, oh no, I forgot to do stuff. And after doing some of the landscaping stuff, this is me suddenly realizing that I didn't put the windows in at all. I didn't do any of the wall stuff. And I'm just like, oh, well, I thought I was almost done. Now it's time to, go through even more stuff and try to actually like find stuff that's gonna match. Because the windows in the game in the Pocket Love are kind of weird. And like you don't really get to see what they look like from the outside at all, so you don't actually know like what it looks like. And yeah, I added a little walkway and a tree off to the side so it actually like looks better because it just kind of didn't look too it just didn't look too good. And I wanted to make it look a little bit nicer. So I've got some figured out one window, figuring out the other, and I ended up just going with like a really simple drapes design. Is that drapes? I feel stupid for not remembering. Blinds, drapes, same difference, right? What is the difference? I don't actually know. But yeah, I went with a very simple design for that. I kind of already knew that I wanted to go with that specific painting because when I saw the 3-set painting in Pocket Love, I immediately like remembered this painting and was like, you know what? Really like that painting. I think it goes really well with stuff, so just gonna put that one in. And then I had to get a pot rack, which is actually like, it was just like a little difficult to find at first. But that's kind of what I put in my mind of what it looked like from Pocket Love. Because it was something to hold, it had like a couple of pans on it and stuff. And then, of course, one of these shelves is supposed to have like these little like stuffed animals and stuff hanging off it. Like it's supposed to have hooks and have stuffed animals hanging off of it. And I'm like, I don't even remotely know how I'm supposed to pull that off. And so I ended up just going into the kids section and getting some of the little toys and just, putting those up there because I figured that's as good enough of a replacement because there's nothing really like that in The Sims for me to do unless I decide to go into really like customizing it, which I'm not good at. So, and yeah, this is the final piece. This is what it looks like, and honestly, it could have been better. It could have been worse. But I will definitely, for the next episode, I'm going to put some stuff into the family inventory so that way it's not all overcrowded. And hopefully we will get another room. So, yeah, that's all. And I will see you guys next time.